Hey, what's up, lightboltjoe here. Today we are going to discuss the 2020 horror comedy film Spree. This stars Joe Keery, Sashir Zamata, David Arquette, Kaya Mooney's in this, Frankie Grande's in this as well. This came out April 2020. I think it was filmed in 2019. It takes place in 2019. So it circles around this fictitious ride-sharing app called Spree. Very much like Uber, very much like Lyft. And this guy, Kurt, what the hell's his last name? Kurt Cunning? Kurt, KK. Kurt something. Is on a quest to go viral. He live streams his life. He doesn't have many followers. He is kind of friends with an old kid he used to babysit who is viral, so he's trying to get that viral streaming from his viral streaming, and he comes up with a plan to become a spree driver, poison the drivees via water, and dump their bodies in some oil field. But it's the adventure of how does one become viral and why after his 7th kill, people are still not watching him. It was a very interesting take on the mindset of individuals looking for being a viral sensation. We all want notoriety, right? We all want to be known for the work that we do. So Kurt is taking it into a completely different psychotic method of murdering people, whether it's Korean DJs in LA for the weekend, or whether it's just complete douchebags by the name of Mario, or 3 people out of town who are just trying to live the LA experience, things, right? A real estate lady. But Sashir plays this character who's a comic, and Kurt is asking her to, tag him and stuff and follow him, Kurt's World 96, and she's going to do a set that night. So she does a set, she kind of rags on him, and then she's like, listen, I was this kid. I was this spree driver. So then he kind of forgives her, but then he wants to, he goes to the show intending on killing her with a gun that he gets from the old kid he used to babysit. And he then realizes, oh, well, I could be your spree driver again. I could take her to my house and we can make, incredible content together, right? Forcibly take her to my house and make incredible content together. So they kind of get there. Not the plan that he intended. There's a massive police chase involved. The Korean girl that he thought was dead wasn't dead. She comes back to life. She shoots a cop in the face. And all hell breaks loose. The last 30 minutes of this movie, it's only an hour and a half, were chaos. Sashir and Joe just beating the shit out of each other left and right via car crashes and gun violences. And then she literally takes, my phone is there, so I don't have anything. She takes, pretend this is a phone, his phone that's live streaming, and smashes it in his head numerous times until he is dead. After she rams the car into him, so he pins him against the wall, and then all the people watching are like, oh, take a selfie with him, and she holds up his dead head and goes, and is this what you people wanted? Bro, this reminded me of 2 things. Guns Akimbo, which is on Amazon Prime, one of the best films I've ever seen in my entire life, starring Daniel Radcliffe. And Samira Harding? I forget her last name. And then 2 was Nerve, starring Dave Franco and Emma Roberts. It was those 2 films, Guns Akimbo and Nerve, are centered around Truth or Dare kind of live streaming games via an app, but crazy shit like we saw. This was the same concept of reading off what people write to you via a live stream, but this was a real life version of going on a murdering spree. The spree killer, as Kurt was dubbed, and who lives in infamy. This reminded me a lot of those 2 films, but what surprised the hell out of me about this film, and what really caught my interest, is how it was filmed. You had 2 angles pretty much throughout the entire film. Whether it was from the 5 cameras that were in his car, you had one angle on one side of the screen, you had another angle on the other side of the screen. Or if somebody was live streaming with their phone, let's use some Sunset Glow body cream from Bath & Body Works as a phone. And let's use this Magnus Chase Ship of the Dead book as another phone. So if I'm horizontally facing you, right, with one, and I'm live streaming my reaction, so it's vertically facing me and it's horizontally facing you, they had that kind of camera angle. 2/3 of the screen was horizontal and then 1/3 of the screen was vertical. And it was just so interesting because I never thought I'd be able to see that in a film, and it worked. I'm geeking out over the technicality of it. Thank you to my props that have been very helpful through all of this. But, bro, I am shooketh. I am shooketh. I did not expect this to be so great. I mean, Joe Keery is a fantastic actor to begin with, but like, this was corny at first. It was cheesy at first, and then like 20 minutes in, we're like, oh, and then like an hour in, I'm like, holy shit, because that last 30 minutes, bro, just insane. I will definitely watch this again. This is a great horror film because it kept you on your feet. You're like, bro, what the fuck happens next? Absolutely loved it. Killed it. Good for you, Joe Keery. Good future here. Mucho mahalo.